You got to start a franchise with either Giannis or Joker.
Oh Lord, what a question!
We need it.
Holy
We need
shit!
it. Come on.
Remember that
There's
quote?
no wrong answer.
Remember that Lakers quote? This is gonna go a million times
Right
further.
answer. What's up? This is Outta Pocket. I'm the Jethro Jenkins.
Josiah Johnson.
I'm Zach Schwartz.
We here at Crossover in Vegas. Yo, this has been a
Little
hell of a
hungover.
trip.
Day 2. I'm sounding like T. Marino out here.
Feeling like day two, too. You know what I mean? But we got some dope guests. We got Boogie.
Unbelievable. Oh,
you know what I'm
my.
saying? Bones is back. RJ Hampton. You feel me?
Hey, we got Haley O'Shaughnessy, Logan Murdock.
You know what I mean? You know, so
We got
yeah.
Cass in the
Feel me?
building as well.
Tapping in. So yeah. So we excited about that.
So how you liking Vegas so far? No, day 2 of it. You made it through. You kind of tapped out on us a little early last night. I don't blame you. I already know. You got to moderate and pace yourself.
It was cool last night going to the Wynn and seeing a real hotel.
Yeah, for real. Huh?
You know what I'm saying?
Chandelier and a
Getting high as shit, you know, and seeing all these dogs out here, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's wild. Like, I've said this before, but it's wild seeing, like, going to the finals, going to the All-Star game, and being here is the only time I ever felt like, okay, I'm in the center of the basketball universe.
Yeah,
for sure.
Like, this is by far the best event. So I want to be here every year. I love this shit.
I was gonna say I've been to
I was in
Vegas.
bed by 10:30 though.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
High as fuck.
John
but in bed.
Tapman was like, "You enjoy the rest of your night. I'm going to bed." I've been to Vegas a lot, and I've never experienced something like this. Like, if you are a basketball fan, get out here. I mean, you can literally like. I went to breakfast this morning. Lionel Hollins is sitting on one side. I got chicks on the other side arguing about how much they should sell their feet pictures for. We saw Tatum in the hotel. We saw everybody. It's just the greatest here. Come on out.
This is about the third time we've mentioned feet pictures on this podcast.
Yeah.
So like, it's just
So the highlight of the evening, we got to hang out with Bomani Jones. That was great. But the highlight,
Oh, it's the homie, bro.
the highlight, Corey Brewer on the crab table. We put out the APB for you because we know you would really appreciated that moment. But the things that Corey Brewer was doing on the crab table, all the bets he was making, all the things he was hitting, I was really like, damn, this dude is a real one. But he was
It
just
looked like that meme with the fucking like all the math going on. In
Yes.
he was just hitting and hitting. I'm like, damn, I want to play
You know what
craps
I mean?
too. But
Right.
all the bets was cracking in. Oh, Adam Silver last night.
Yeah.
Couldn't run up on him.
Couldn't run up on him. But
Piled.
Bring back foul baiting and floppy. Bring it back. That's what I was wanting to tell you, but I couldn't.
what was cool to me was seeing like Vlade.
Oh, my.
I'm like,
Vlade looks
damn,
like he's been
like-
smoking cigarettes
Heaters for
backwards.
life.
No, but like it's just cool
Freaking
seeing like Vlade just out.
filter
Like, no, that's
first.
Vlade Divac.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody is here. You know what I'm saying?
He looks like he's been carrying the weight of that Bagley pick for a minute, you know?
Yeah.
Speaking about the Kings, we had a former King come pull up with us, Boogie Cousins.
For my money, the best king ever.
Well, shit.
Now, maybe he's disrespectful to C-Web, but C-Web moved around a bit.
I love Boogie. Really excited about this. Great interview.
So we got to interview this man virtually, and we were like, yo, it's probably the best interview of the season.
Was.
Got to get him back live in the flesh. We knew he was going to be in Vegas.
Needed that.
Yep.
Needed that.
We got Nuggets legend, Bones Hyland in the building. What's up, bro?
Hey! Hey!
So first and foremost, we talked to you last time we interviewed you about the bars. You
Yep.
know, you got the album out now. What are your thoughts? You know, now that it's touched the universe and everybody gets to listen to it.
I got that hood soul music. You know?
Oh.
I got that music, touch people's souls. I think that's one of my best projects I put out from top to bottom, from number 1 song to the 13th song. I think it's my best tape yet.
For sure. I think one of the cool things about NBA players like yourself, you guys put in a ton of work, but you got a lot of free time to do stuff.
Yeah.
And I love to see artistic, creative ventures, and you really applying yourself and doing that stuff, man. So I just wanted to, bless you with that. It's good to see people out there
Facts.
with hobbies and activities that, legal, safe, like you get out there to really do it. But you're not playing Summer League this year. You played last year. One of the things I got to know, and I heard this story, you guys get your per diem in advance, right? And you're in Vegas. I know you don't really gamble like that, but do you have any stories? Have you seen anything last year? Guys maybe getting their check and going a little too hard at the tables and not having no food money after that?
For myself, I know that I hadn't seen last year, but I do see guys like get a little per diem, go out there and just lose it all in like 10 minutes. Like, you just got it, bro. But I'm not a big gambler in the casino. where I
Penny
just go-
slots. You got to hit them pennies, just for the sport of it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a big saver, man. Big saver.
So we saw Quickly hit you, saying that everybody was mistaking him for you. How you feel about that? Is that disrespect or is it love? How you feeling about that?
It's love because that's a guy that I know.
For sure.
He's from the Maryland area, the
Yeah.
DMV area. So he's like family. I knew him since I was probably in high school. But that was like a comparison, off the court and on the court. But Cause I guess we got the same, twists and stuff. No disrespect to Quickly, but like it's no comparison.
His shit ain't fucking with yours.
Who's better?
His ain't juicy enough. You feel me?
That's my guy though. I don't want to do that on here, but you feel me. But it's no comparison to that. But we do got the same hairstyle, so a lot of people mistake me for him. Like I literally just was at my hotel. One guy ran up to me and he like hey Tyrese Maxey. I said, huh?
You should have been like, yeah, it's me. Took a picture.
No.
Let him get embarrassed on Twitter. That's on him. That ain't on you. You just being cool. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, hey, what's up, Ty? Are you ready to fight? Or like, what's going? Because I'll be like, nah, homie.
I mean, I told him like, because he honestly knew who I was, but like he like tried to shit like walking from behind me. So he like,
for sure,
what's up,
yeah.
Maxie? I'm like, nah, I'm Bones. He like, oh, Bones. So he like, I do know you, et cetera, et cetera. So
that guy's heart sank so far. I promise you.
Right.
I would be not doing
white,
well.
it really would have been like,
I'd be like, I'm sorry. What was the difference going from summer league to actual league playing in the games in the league?
I mean, I don't think it was no difference.
Yeah.
For me, I just
love that answer.
I
love that answer.
You get it.
Summer league, preseason, whatever it is, everybody get killed. So
who want a bucket? Who want these buckets? No matter who you are.
For sure.
What's the biggest thing that you're working on your game this summer that you want to transfer to next season?
Adding a little bit of pounds onto myself, and also, working on some of the things that I didn't get to, showcase last season.
So we're gonna see a lot more buckets this year.
Yeah, in a variety of ways.
Okay.
Is there anybody out here that's like impressed you that you've been watching, like some of the young guys or some of the rookies, incoming rookies?
Sure. I really like Jay and Ivy.
Okay.
And, Paolo Banchero. I think for Paolo, he really like letting guys know like it was so much discussion who the number one pick. He by far the number one pick.
Ain't no discussion now.
Jesus.
Dude do everything on the floor. He can handle, he can pass, he posts, he can shoot the three, and he defends. So that's by far the number one pick to me. And looking at all the other guys, they ain't doing what he doing.
So y'all got some new additions this year. You got some guys coming back. Obviously 16th last year. Mm-hmm. Are you excited about this squad? And what do you feel like the ceiling for this squad is coming in this year? You got the MVP and Joker. You got yourself who's ready just to give buckets and put in work.
Honestly, I really think this is the, one of our best rosters. This coming in is we focus on defense this offseason. So because we can score with anybody and we can outscore anybody. So we focus on the defensive aspect, and that's going to set us apart. And we got guys on the team who just want to be junkyard dogs and just do their role, because we got scores on the team already who can handle all the scoring. So it's like we didn't need that this offseason. We need guys that's coming in and want to rebound, defend, and do the junkyard stuff. So I think we took a big step this offseason.
Right on. All right, so we had an episode of our podcast that we did a couple weeks ago where we were all thinking Kyrie's opting out. And so we did the whole episode thinking he was going to opt out. He opted in like an hour after, ruined the whole episode.
Yeah.
We got just trashed in the comments.
Right in the end.
We ended up being right, but
we ain't forgot that shit.
Got us. We got killed. All right. But so I'm gonna do, just in case he gets traded in the next couple of days, we just want to have some of your reactions to made up scenarios. All right. So I'm going to give you a scenario that could happen. Yeah. All right. And you just give me your reaction.
Sure.
All right. So first one, Kyrie gets traded to the Lakers. What's your first reaction?
It's like a wild moment, honestly. They reuniting. But I think that's fun for the league too. Just them being on the same team. When we play them, is work for them, even though they're on the same team. I'm at them.
Yeah.
Just like that.
You still putting 30 on them like last time you put?
It's busy.
I love that.
LeBron, dap this man up.
Right. He earned that at least.
You guys get
Show
your
some
ass busted. Give the dap,
Right.
okay?
Yeah.
Give him some of the almonds or whatever you had in that little Ziploc. Have some of my Bron Ziploc almonds.
Mixed nuts, you know what I'm saying?
But now that'd really be fun for the league. I think the way the league going is guys are teaming up because I think they're getting older, so they want to try to do anything to look back on a career and say we played again with each other and stuff like that. So I think that's fun for the league, and guys who you want to go against them, and we playing LeBron and Kyrie tonight, so that'd be fun.
Can I ask you which pops off first, the friend group text or the team group text when a trade like that happens?
Friend group text
Always.
by far. Yeah, by far.
Always. All right, fair enough.
All right.
All right, next scenario, I'm gonna ask you. Kyrie stays with the Nets. What's your first reaction?
That's a wild moment too. Cause I really don't see him staying there. So it's I don't know. You never know what to do, man.
Okay.
I don't know what he's gonna do.
From the things
Right.
I've seen out here, I feel like there's been a lot of networking, communications. I was just minding my business, getting some cardio in, and see some things. So Joker's coming off the MVP season, historic season. If you only had one word to describe Joker, what would it be?
There's so many different words to describe him.
You could use some hyphens too on it. If
I'd say on court, unstoppable by far.
Okay.
Off the court, humble.
Really?
So
Yeah, like by far the most humble guy I met in my life. You don't want to talk about no accolades.
Yeah.
You just want to, it's team. You know, when he go back home, he enjoys with his family. But when he come back, it's right back to work. Like dude is really unstoppable. Man.
Yeah.
I've never seen a player like that who's can do everything like that. Honestly, at the highest level.
Right on.
you saw the video of him like teeing up, you know what I'm saying, back at the crib, you feel me? Why was he listening to your album? Like, you know what I'm saying? Where was you know what I mean? You got the
I don't even think he'd tap into my album.
for real?
That ain't his lane.
Right.
I don't blame him. That ain't his lane, though. That ain't even his lane, man. But I definitely seen the video, though, him turning up.
Yeah.
But that's just, put a smile on my face just to see my teammate, celebrating life and just living
100%.
life back
For
at
sure,
home.
man. Hell
just
yeah.
being happy, being happy
Yeah.
with life. So that was dope seeing him, though.
For sure, for sure.
On the media, for sure.
Well, Bones, we appreciate you pulling up, tapping in with us.
Always,
Good to
man.
meet you in
Always
real
a
life.
pleasure, man.
Always
Big
appreciate
fans
you,
for
man, for sure.
Our favorite player now, just to be
Honestly.
real.
Low key.
For real.
No, high key, actually.
real.
High key,
It's not
bro.
even
You know what I'm
close.
saying?
Love,
But we know
man.
you put the work in, man, so we're
Yeah,
excited
for
to see
sure.
what you got
That's
cracking
love,
this season.
man, for sure.
Love
Thank you guys
you
for
too,
having
man.
me,
You know what I'm saying?
Always. Thank you, guys.
All right, we are back. We got a legend, Hooper, influencer. I remember you way back in the days, UCLA men's gym run. We're going to get into all that.
Yeah, we need to
got
talk about
awesome
that.
meals in the building. You do some DJing too.
Got everything going.
We in Vegas. It's your first time.
I got an applause.
Every time we see you, you're on your way to go get a bag.
Yeah.
We got it from getting a bag. And when do you sleep?
He's talking about money, just so for the record, so we all know.
For the people that don't know, that don't get bags.
Let's not get that twisted.
For the non-bag getters. Oh,
Please.
That's it.
not the baggie or bag, you know what I mean?
Clickbait, drug addict.
What happened to him?
Crazy on that.
About money.
It's actually intervention. No.
You guys correct. That is what I do.
When are you sleeping? How are you finding time to do all this? Because we saw you and you're like, I had to do this and this and this, and like we're glad you pulled up to do our thing. But when have you slept?
And my big thing has always been like, I always want to be busy. I think the worst thing in life is not being busy, and that's when people get themselves into trouble when they're not busy. And one of my idols who I always say, that's who I want to aspire to be is Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah.
And
Oh, wow.
anybody you ask about Ryan Seacrest, they'll tell you that
go.
dude is always on the move and he's doing 1,000 things. So that's the goal, and that's kind of what I'm trying to follow.
That's interesting because my favorite thing to do is nothing. I love doing nothing. I love that shit.
I do too.
He doesn't.
But you were supposed to be here yesterday. You know what I mean? And you pulled up today. What was going on? You know what I mean? You was enjoying Vegas?
We DJ'd this weekend.
Yeah.
And, when I get into character, sometimes I get a little too into character.
Hey, I respect it.
So I was
fantastic.
a little unwell, so I had to reschedule last minute.
We appreciate it, though.
I mean, we get it. You played in some of the celebrity games.
Yep.
I got to ask you about that. Is there a memory you have, and please drop the name, of someone maybe talking some shit to you and then you cooked them in the game? Is there one that stands out? Because I know you've hooped in a lot of these over the
Or
years.
period, just overall. Who is
That's a really tough question. I don't know if there really is anyone in
Okay.
particular.
People know not to do it to you then.
No, that's
not
not true. A lot of people talk shit to me. A lot of people, the number one thing I get, which is the most disrespectful thing in my opinion, is people will say, "You're better than I thought."
Oh,
which is the most
God,
and it comes from
backhand.
people that like no offense, not to like toot my own. I played Division I basketball, and people
that's what I was gonna say.
didn't play in
You
college.
could
They're
actually
like, "You're
hoop.
better than I
Right.
thought." That's offensive. That is fully offensive.
So you mentioned the hoop. Obviously, we got to go back in time to old days. Your pops, Adam, used to run the UCLA run back in the day. And a lot of people used to pull up, and let's say if you're not good enough, Pops was not letting them get in there. But he would always make sure to get in those first two games.
Right.
And the one thing about those games I was telling these guys is you can't miss, right? So if you're playing with these league dudes, but he would knock down his 18, 19-footer, be a plus, he'd be a plus at the end of the game.
Right.
You mentioned you played D1 hoops. What are your favorite memories from those times?
I mean, playing in the NCAA tournament was something that you can't duplicate that. Just like the whole experience, aside from losing at the buzzer.
Oh,
that
who y'all
was
lose to?
not the fun experience. Georgia State.
Okay.
RJ Hunter hit the 3 at the buzzer. Dad fell out of the chair, had the broken leg.
Oh no! Yeah,
There's always somebody on that others because we've been on both sides of UCLA, so I remember those times.
I was manager at ASU. We made the tournament one year when I was there. It was very special, but we lost at the buzzer to Texas, and we got memed because it was the picture of all the guys slumped off the bench. And that went very viral, and that was our team.
Damn, you was there.
I'm just cropped out of it slightly, holding a bunch of stools, looking really sad. Yeah.
Who are you most impressed with that you've seen out here this year?
Chet looks insane.
Oh, man.
Paolo, obviously, I didn't know he was that big.
I didn't realize it either.
People are saying like he's 6'10" barefoot, like he's a beast. Right.
Like, yo, this dude.
But like wide, smooth.
He's a man. You saying, yeah.
It's crazy.
Very impressed by him.
Austin, we appreciate you pulling up. Obviously, it's been amazing seeing you come from a young kid out there in the gym, just to the ball and doing all the things you're doing now. Helped inspire a lot of us to go get bags too. Bags of money, not baggies of anything else in this social game. So, man, really appreciate you coming through, bro.
You guys.
What's up? We here with RJ Hampton. How you doing, my G?
I'm good. How about you?
Chilling, man. We chilling. So, what made you want to actually, pull up to the summer league this year? What was your motivation to get back in for the third year?
Probably just getting better for real.
For sure.
It's more reps, more fun, time to get in shape for the actual season.
Yeah,
it's Vegas. There's a lot of people out here, a lot of connections. So I felt like it was just all in for me.
For sure.
Now, when you look at this Magic squad, y'all finished towards the bottom of the NBA, but I always like to say it's different between a bad team and a young team. Y'all got a good young core. Y'all got Paolo coming through. Mm-hmm. How excited are you about the summer league squad getting a chance to play a Paolo and these guys, and just what the future holds for this Magic team?
I mean, I think the future's bright. With P coming in, with Caleb Houston coming in, and just all the guys we got, I think we have a good young core. Like you said, a lot of people associate a bad team with a young team. I think we're just young. I think we're gonna figure it out.
For sure.
We have pieces. We have older pieces too, getting older. Markel, Wendell, Jonathan Hayes is gonna come back. So I think it's really good.
And I'm a Bo fan.
Bo, that's my guy.
This is like just being around in Bo. First time
I
saw Bo had a Prada bag and flip-flops in high school. I was like, damn, this dude is too tall to be too swaggy. Like, Bo's had kind of a shaky start to his career, but how's he looking?
Bo looks great. I was in Denver with Bo too, not in Orlando, but I mean, he's his own person. You ain't gonna get Bo out of his box.
Yeah.
But when it comes to hooping, Bo can definitely hoop.
For sure. And let's talk about yourself, man. You decided to go to the NBL, unconventional route. You wanted to get that pro life ready to go already, not go to college. How did the NBL help get you ready for the NBA?
I think it just helped me with the experience with older guys, playing at such a young age. I think I was 17, 18 when I went over there. Mm-hmm. The business experience, I got traded in my rookie year, and I kind of knew how to, deal with that just because 100%. I'd already been in the business at such a young age. So I think with just all the whole kind of thing, it helped me.
How does it feel your third year going to play like a big role, for the Magic? How does it feel?
I mean, it's exciting. I think we have a young team that can spark a lot of noise. I think we had like 24 wins last year, something crazy that was horrible, but I definitely think we can double that or, definitely come up from last year and, me playing a big role this year would be key for me.
What are your personal goals for this year coming in?
I mean, I just want to be the best complete player that I can be. Every single day, get better. I think with personal goals, we got to win. We got to win first.
For sure.
So if we're winning, that's more exposure for us, more exposure for me. So, sky's the limit for me and the team.
When you first got into the league, right? Yeah. What was your sort of moment where maybe someone was like talking shit to you on the other team, and who was it? Like you were sort of like, God damn, I'm really here. This dude is running his mouth at me. Was there a moment like that for you? Because that's always kind of my favorite story from guys.
I mean, I talk too, so like
I know, I knew you did. So
I don't know if there was somebody that necessarily talked a lot of noise, but I can definitely remember like certain moments where guys were getting into a groove and you could kind of see them like D-Book. I remember.
Yeah.
I was hurt. I didn't play in Phoenix, but I remember he kind of got into a groove and he was talking to the bench, and I was on the bench and I was like, yeah, he kind of different for real.
I love that.
Yes, sir.
So who's been your toughest matchup? Who's the guy that surprised you out there? You like, you might have thought he was good, but then you see him in real life in the game. It's like, okay, this dude actually is about that.
My pop's in the background. He looking at me. He know who it is.
Who is it?
It was Kyrie. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, everybody say that.
Kyrie different.
I ain't gonna lie though. No, I probably played the best. I'm a really good defender. Like
for
not
sure.
too many dudes really
wanted with you. Right.
Yeah. Like I don't win against Zach LaVine. I don't win against Bradley Beal.
Oh, yeah, right. Them ones
for real. Right. And he was the one probably where I was like, yo, I ain't got no answer for him. I was looking at my pops in the crowd like. I was like, yo, I don't know what to do.
He has no go-to play. He can just do anything. He's nothing to really keep him from doing. You know what I'm saying?
With a lot of dudes, their go-to moves.
Right.
Like he has so many counters that it's like when you stop one, he's come with another. When you stop that one, he's come with another. So I'd probably say that's the toughest player I had to guard in life. Probably will be forever.
Oh yeah.
It seemed like NBA players, like everybody's a fan of Kyrie though.
Yeah.
Like like everybody's like,
And he don't talk though.
he just get buckets.
Yeah. Like
I would think he would have smoke for people.
he didn't say one word.
Oh, that sage. He just
Is that
he got the
scarier?
serious spirit,
That's
clear the
scarier.
air, and then he get buckets. You feel me?
Scary the guy that's just scoring and just like straight face running back. Like
I feel like it wasn't scarier, but at the same time, like when a guy talking noise when he getting buckets, it give me a little more motivation to go on.
Right.
Like he wasn't talking, so I was kind of just like in
what the fuck?
I was
Yeah,
kinda
you're like,
scared
what the fuck?
You feel disrespected. He just get a bucket, don't even say nothing to you.
Oh,
Like
he
you could at least talk
expected
some
that.
shit to me. Like you know what I mean?
And he was like, "No, you're good." And he found me, helped me up. I'm like,
What is going
we got smoke
on?
after this?
Right. So.
Say something, Kyrie.
Say something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Nah, for
Sheesh.
sure.
For sure. When it comes to how you approach your game, who in the league do you watch? Like, yo, this is who I want to kind of, be coming up. I think I talked to Jordan Clarkson. You know what I'm saying? He was talking about that 6 Man of the Year role is the one that he was really looking at, and that's what he is now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. That's a good comparison. Like I like the Jordan Clarksons. I like I always tried to be like Zach when I was younger. I like Zach at UCLA, but that 6 Man role, like I think for like in the NBA, like when you figure out what your niche is,
right.
you gotta look at those type of players. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? You got to be realistic with yourself. You know what I'm saying? I feel like JC was definitely realistic in the fact that he wasn't gonna start for a team, at right away.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he just took into that role. Same way with kind of Tyler Herro. Tyler Herro could probably start on any other team in the NBA. The Heat just do things a little differently, but he accepted that role and he got 6 Man of the Year.
A bag come with that too, though. You know what I'm saying? Like
JC.
JC just got bagged out
Yeah,
2 years ago. you feel me?
100%. Was there a temptation to go to UCLA? I mean, this is a UCLA alumni right here. So
I
was there
wasn't good though,
temptation?
so don't look up, no number look up.
Please.
I'm a lie.
Was there
Coach was a
temptation?
hater.
I mean, I know you worked at-
My coaches were haters. That's my go-to. That's the company line.
Yeah, nah.
I
I
ain't
mean, I got
forgot
offered by them, but
Of course.
I ain't didn't.
You got a lot of offers, I
I
remember.
didn't take a visit.
They're all kind of on the way. Okay, all right.
Damn,
You don't
Did
waste
anyone-
nobody's time. You was
Left
like,
on
no.
red?
Like, it was too far from home.
Did
Right,
anyone
right.
get close to getting you?
For sure, Kansas. I was going to
Kansas?
Kansas.
Oh, wow.
I took a tour of
Yeah,
Kansas.
yeah.
Kansas or Memphis. My agent, Mike Miller, so he was
Oh,
at Memphis
yeah.
at the time.
Hell yeah.
For sure,
It
yeah.
was either Kansas or Memphis for sure.
Right on.
Mike Miller got Negro tendencies. That's
I
all I'm
fuck
saying.
with Mike Miller.
Hey,
And he was a
since
bucket,
Florida.
too. Since Florida. They got 2 in Florida, didn't he? Or is it 1 in Florida? But like, bro.
I knew Mike
Was
Miller
it 2 or was
to
it
go
after-
play,
got
no
one after-
swine.
after that, they got,
Joakim and them got
yeah,
2.
they got 2, yeah.
Yeah.
He was a bucket,
Yeah.
G.
Well, was there a stadium for you that was a little surreal when your rookie year stepping in there? Was it Staples? Because I know every kind of guy in their mind is like getting to play against that crowd
Right.
is special. So what was it for you?
Because my rookie year, it was COVID, so I ain't had no crowds. for
Oh,
it. You know what I'm
true.
saying?
Right.
So when it did open up,
When it did open up, though, man,
That's wild. That it
How
was
was that
going into
COVID
silent,
shit? Like
empty
playing in
arenas?
those empty arenas.
it was empty. Like there was no fans. They had
Like,
crowd
how did
noises.
it feel being a player, especially as a rookie? First year,
It was
you got
weird.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Now, I mean, now playing now, you get the crowds. You
Right,
get
for
the
sure.
effect
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
show, but I'd probably say the most fun arena I think I had. I like Chicago a lot.
Really?
I like Chicago. This past year,
They was good though. They
was good.
Chicago
this
came
year.
out and showed love.
They
Yeah,
showed love for sure. Phoenix
Interesting.
was brazy.
Yeah.
But then you got your obvious ones, Madison Square Garden.
For sure.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
of
saying?
course.
Is it really like that though?
Yeah, I remember I was taking the ball out on the sideline. I looked behind me and it was Selena Gomez. I was like, hold on.
Oh, hold on a minute.
you was getting buckets after that. All he saw was the rim. I don't have no teammates.
Do you like when you see somebody like that? Does that make you want to lock in more? You got to make sure you look sweet. The jersey looks good and everything is good to go.
It'd be surreal for
Be
real, 'cause you be
honest.
forgetting you in the NBA though.
Yeah, okay,
like,
okay.
sometimes you be forgetting you in the NBA. You're like, yo, like I'm at like almost a party. Like there's all these celebrities here.
Get you in the NBA?
Sometimes you do. You be like, yo, I got this person sitting here, this person sitting
Oh,
here,
for sure.
this
Yeah,
person sitting
right.
here. So nah.
Have any of them ever said anything to you? Like I know Rihanna likes to chirp a little bit during it. Jack Nicholson. Anybody ever?
Rihanna would say something to me.
So we've been doing this. We've been having our guests just to the camera with the pink on it right there. Kind of give your reaction. I'm going to give you different scenarios. You give me your reaction.
I gotta look in there. And say
Yeah,
something?
yeah, yeah. So I'll give you the
All right,
reaction. All right. Kyrie does become a Laker. What's your reaction?
Dang.
That's so good. No, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. All right. The next one. Kyrie stays with the Nets.
That's smooth. That's smooth.
Okay. Do you think it's better to stay in Brooklyn?
Yeah, don't go back with Bron. I ain't gonna lie.
You don't want that smoke?
That's gonna be bad smoke for the league. I ain't gonna lie. I had an argument with one of my best friend the other day about that. If like KD had went to the Warriors and KD went back to the Warriors and Kyrie went to the Lakers, who was gonna win in a 7-game series?
I think the Warriors might have way more at that point. KD go to the Warriors.
Lie, I got the Lakers. For
Really?
real.
Because that's just the IQ of Bron and Kyrie together.
Yeah, it's a lot to go into that.
Okay. We have to break that down.
Yeah.
All right, the last one. Okay, and this one's a bit different. But you know Kyrie, so you never quite know. He chooses to retire to get into the psychedelics industry. I'm so sorry.
I'm looking at too easy.
His pop said thank you. That's what his pop said. Get him away from my son. I love it. That is pure.
Appreciate you.
All right, that's it. That's great.
Last question for you. Obviously, nobody knew who the Magic were going to take number one. It was looking like Jabari. Obviously, they came through with Paolo Banchero. What's it been like for you to be able to play with Paolo for these first couple of games? What do you see in his game, and what do you think the future holds for him?
I think the future's bright for him. I think I think what I didn't know about him, he has a very high IQ.
Yeah.
You know, he's physically there. You know, he's 6'10", 230, whatever he is. But just his IQ about the game and the way he approaches it, I like. So I think he has a bright future ahead of him for sure.
Well, shit, you do too, RJ, man.
We rooting for you.
Seriously.
All right, we're joined now by a living legend. Known this man for a long time and love to see his career flourish. He say he's staff writer for The Ringer, but he do like 37 jobs over there.
38.
One job? You only got one job?
Get it correct.
I'm a staff writer. I'm a podcaster. But yeah, one of the most prolific writers in the game. Representing the Oak. We got Logan Murdock in the building.
My favorite writer.
Man, oh, damn, thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Hey,
My nigga. You know what I'm
my
saying?
dog, what's up?
You know what I'm saying?
Now, I was telling you before, and like we've been critical of Bill, you know, me personally, but to see the moves he made, bring yourself in, bring your wives in, I was like, okay, this motherfucker mean business now.
We tapping in now.
The A-squad hitters,
Right.
man. So we just appreciate you pulling up.
sure.
You've done Summer League before. What's your favorite thing about Summer League?
Man, just seeing the young dudes, man. I remember my first summer league was 2019. Like seeing a young Ja Morant just shoot the shit with dudes, you know, like and just seeing them in their infancy, right? You see a lot of guys that you don't know what their career gonna be, but you know they're just this innocence here, man. And then they also like they're about to do something, and it's kind of like the draft where everybody's just like wide-eyed and bushy-tailed, and you don't know what they're gonna be. And then you see him a couple years later, like, I saw that dude. Summer League. So I like the youthfulness of Summer League and just seeing what's about to happen.
For sure. Obviously, you covered the Warriors for a long time. They were down bad. We were getting the jokes off. I knew
You specifically.
I knew personally wasn't going to last. I had to
You better be on your head, Josiah.
Short shelf life. I always prefaced it with short shelf life. I don't know how long we get these jokes out, so I got to get them while I can.
I gotta say something real quick. I respect you because you was saying that shit in the town. Like you was in Oakland with the slander. A lot of motherfuckers wasn't doing that. A lot of people wasn't doing that.
Fears no man.
Wearing Uggs.
Wearing Uggs.
Scared, though, because I know y'all really be about that smoke out
I got to
there.
release the pick. This man is so big time. When I saw him at the Warriors finals game in Oracle, this man was over here in Uggs with Rich Paul, just like, what's up?
Shout out to M. Graz. I can't take credit for that. I pulled in with M. Graz. He's like, yo, you want to go downstairs?
Boom. There you
I was
go.
like, okay, Graz, what are we doing? Next thing I know is Rich Paul, Shams, the Curry family. You know, I'm just like, yo, Callie Rivers was in there.
Hey, I do want to say thank you because there was a day I made a meme, okay? Now, they had those Oakland Warriors jerseys, and I went into Photoshop, and I worked a little magic, so it said gentrify.
Yes.
And he was Steph's in the thing flexing, and I got a lot of mean things.
I'm
but
just gonna
you
be honest.
laughed and enjoyed it.
That
and
was
I
hilarious.
really respected and
I'm going to
appreciated
tell you the
that.
reason why you got the slander.
Oh, I know why.
Because you're white.
1,000%.
Or any other reason.
Right.
You were the wrong
It was the messenger, not the message.
You should have sent it to him or him.
I did send it to him.
Okay.
It's like, I can't deal with them. And like, I can't.
I was scared. I was scared.
How
I was
were
like,
you scared?
I was just like, Zach, if you're going to do this, it's hilarious, but just know what's going to happen.
I knew.
I knew.
Warriors fans are
I
going to
know.
they're going to deep dive. They're going to find out, oh, in third grade, Steve Ballmer was your coach.
That was they found that. I wrote it for the Ringer though. Like that, I'm like, great, give the Ringer those clicks. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But thank you.
I think
Got you,
Oakland Warriors fans are cool though.
They are.
It's not. It's the people outside of Oakland that are Warriors fans that are the fucking weirdos. Like I've been in Oakland, had conversations about Bron in barbershops, and it went well. You know, had good. Like, bro, y'all always been the cool ones.
I
You feel
think
me?
the biggest thing, it's a really, really like smart region, right? Like it's a really, you got the big homie from 95th or something, right? 95th and E14. They know what they've been there. They've seen it. They've seen all this. They watch Baron Davis, but they also watch Tim Hardaway. They've seen it.
Right. TMC.
And they actually, what I love about town Warriors fans is they appreciate it a lot more than a lot of other people, right? I think the loudest Warrior fans, the one that's online and stuff, they are the ones that are probably like I'm probably gonna get slandered from this, but whatever. They from like San Bruno and like San Mateo and stuff. You feel me? Like they're not from the East Bay.
I see it on the map on BART, but portions of the Bay I will never tell. I'm never hitting that portion. I'm sliding right through.
You're not hitting Sausalito. I think you can hit Sausalito, bro. I think you are a Sausalito dude.
I got friends in Novato in that area. Shout out to Branson.
Sausalito?
No. Larry Jewell from the city. Good job, Larry. Okay. We see you. You're doing good. Good job, buddy. Yes, sir. Sausalito, you know where you go and you go chill. That's around. You go chill. You get some wine. You go take a little lady friend. You feel me? It's a little bourgeoisie.
I love this.
So you obviously have a great relationship with a lot of players on the team. Steph, KD when he was there. When you're looking at what's going on with KD now and this whole net situation, how do you think this works out? Are you going to get traded? Are they going to figure it out? Joe Tsai's got a big bag and he's got KD for 4 more years, so they don't really have to make a move. And it seems like some of the trades we've been hearing
have to.
Are just ludicrous.
I mean, I think that they'll have to move him. I mean, he's such a superstars. No matter the contract, have such power in this.
Right.
He's gonna go where he wants, and hopefully he gets what he wants.
For sure. And then you look at Draymond. We talk about new media. How cool is it for you? I love Draymond. Honestly, Draymond for
real
me,
one.
You hate Draymond if he's not on your team. If he was on the Lakers with LeBron, Draymond would be my favorite player.
Off the court though, fire.
You see all this new media stuff going on because we're a part of it too. What do you think about this whole old media, new media? Because you've been on both sides. You done square media. And now you with the new media too.
I'm gonna keep it a whole stack, bro. We all trying to get the same goal.
Yeah.
Right.
I think everybody got a lane. I just think that. There's a lot of hating and stuff right there. I ain't gonna participate in that. You know what I'm saying? It's media. Everybody trying to get a check. I think that I tell Draymond all the time, bro. I love his podcast. He over here I told him before he did this shit, I was like, bro, you trying to take our jobs, ain't you? And he just did a little Draymond smile. Bro, but
he's great.
But he's great at it, man.
So good.
He's really, really good at it. But the key is though, there's not a lot of people that are as good at this as Draymond is. And there's going to be a lot of imposters that are going to try to be Draymond, and they're just not him. There's only one person. So I would say the biggest argument is don't do it. Don't do the media stuff just because you think it's cool and there's clout involved and all that stuff. Do it because you really want to, because this is a business where that's just what's going to keep you going ahead, is wanting to do it and wanting to be dedicated to it. And Draymond is one of the few people that I think is going to do it for years to come and ain't going to quit on it, because he said this all the time that I put all into this just as I would on the basketball court. So I think he's gonna be fine.
We saw him during the finals still recording that shit. And I mean, his understanding of the game, I think defensive players understanding the game is so much higher than just most offensive players. Yeah. And then he's so entertaining on the other side as well. So such a great mix for him to be on that pod.
I'm gonna say this: Draymond say some wild shit, right?
Right.
He does. When it comes to basketball, by and large, he's 99.9 to 100% right at all, especially when he's talking about. Right. I remember I was in a locker room with him. I think it was, I can't remember the game, but Zion was playing on the screen in the locker room, and it was a big game. I think it was a tournament game, and Draymond was in the locker room. It was him, KD, Andre, but Draymond jumped to the front of the locker room and was like, Zion's going to do this, he's going to do this, and he's going to do this, and he's going to do this. He spoke the game 3 possessions ahead of the time, and shit, Zion did everything that Draymond was saying. It was a ridiculous display.
See, I love that because we all love hoop, but we didn't play it at the league level. Obviously, I get to work with Gil too, but just hearing those dudes' minds,
it's different.
How they talk about the game. Even somebody like a Perk, I don't know, Perk and Dre had their beef, but Perk knows the game at such a high level that it's always crazy to me to see people come at them, especially now with these casual whatever, but this social media where people think they know because they went on Basketball Reference or whatever, man. I know you see a lot of that
Muse. I think about that a lot with Raja Bell, right? It was my co-host on The Real Ones. Make sure you guys go check that out. It's my great show. But I think about that a lot when I talk to Raja, right? A lot of the episodes are just me just like, yo, what do you think about this, bro? Because I have never played at that level. And I think that's, if you want to talk about new media versus old media media, or just like the conundrum we face in media, is that I think on both sides people think they know more than they know, and I think that we should have like more of. If we talk to each other a lot more, I think it would be a lot better process.
For sure.
I've never seen a team or a franchise rather. We've seen the Spurs where it's depth and drafting, and then we've seen the Lakers where it's luxury tax and luxury tax. I've never seen a team that can do both.
Well, it's interesting because the Warriors, you just mentioned the Spurs. The blueprint they want to get to is the Spurs, you know, and build. Like I was talking to Steve a couple, like after during the finals, and he was talking about how Steph Curry reminds him so much of Tim Duncan, just a singular guy that you can build around for years to come. Now, the only way you can do that is by getting those young guys like a Kuminga, like a Moses Moody, and this is and a Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole. Can't forget him. But those guys need to develop fast, like next season fast, and if they can do that, then they can get to the goal that they want.
Well, Logan, I want to say with all sincerity, though, man, I remember a couple years ago, you was obviously doing the newspaper, the writing stuff, but you wanted to get into on-camera doing. That's how you came to the crib out the trunk with the pod.
Yeah.
Now you're on the ringer doing great stuff, man. So it's been amazing seeing your just whole rise and your trajectory.
Man,
like I said, I always got to give it up to real ones. Like you an Oakland dude, I'm an LA dude. We might clash.
We like cousins, though. What you talking about?
Shout out to Rocky and everybody. You know,
shout out to Rocky.
Shout out to Rocky Theus and everybody. But yeah, just to see the way your career has progressed, man, and obviously the sky's the limit for you, man. So we appreciate you pulling up.
Dog, thank you for
Best
having
of luck
me,
with
man.
everything.
You,
It's still Lakers in 6, though. Having said all that, we got a certified legend in the building, man. Got 47 jobs.
Right, we can't even keep up with it.
Less with Kaz. I mean, every time I look at AT&T, everybody, like I told you before, you really helped lay the foundation for us to get these bags. We got Kaz in the building. What's going on, brother?
Dude, I appreciate you, man.
Appreciate
Thank y'all for having me.
Appreciate it. It's an honor and a pleasure to be here, man.
You really inspired all of us human beings that wanted to get bags in this game too to go out and get it. Because every time I look up, you be doing something. I don't even got AT&T. You had me considering with those advertisements. I want AT&T to know y'all got a good one because y'all had me ready to go ahead and switch over.
Hey, man. Smell good too, bro. He smell rich. Bagologist indeed. I smell the money on man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, man, I appreciate that, bro. I've been, just at this game for a long time, and seeing like guys like yourselves and just TD, who I've known forever. You know what I'm saying? Like
Shout out to TD, real one, the legend.
Like, real continue to grow real spaces for real ones to like put content out.
Right.
It's. They say the internet is like a two-way sword. It's like it gave everybody a voice, but it also gave everybody a voice.
You feel me?
But like this is the good part about it,
Right.
That's
a fact.
I see it all the time, man. Not everybody can get on like those sort of networks, but building things like this is way more important than that.
For sure.
It really is an honor to be here, man. I watch that shit all the time, bro.
Thank you.
You're a Knicks fan.
Yeah. Come on, bring it on, man. I got it.
We can't say nothing.
I got it.
We can't say nothing either. This is gonna take. We ain't doing no Knicks for clicks or none of that stuff. I know they're ready to roast me. I already know.
I'm a very rational Knicks fan, though.
Okay,
I'm very rational. I'll try to be.
They had some success the year prior. This year, obviously, not so much. What's it gonna take to get this squad back up to? I'm not gonna say championship level, but contender level. Really in the playoffs, getting in.
I'll put it like this, man. I watched every single Knick game, like up close and personal, right? Like doing MSG Network. Like that's
Oh my! I knew that was.
But y'all gonna think I'm crazy. Y'all gonna think I'm crazy. I don't think they're that far off from being like taken seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like I think obviously what happens on mainstream platforms like the Knicks. It's fun to make fun of the Knicks. It's fun because the fans are easy to make fun of.
They matter.
They matter.
They matter.
Exactly.
The Knicks always matter.
I totally get that. But like just watching the games, you know what I mean? Like people will say what they want about Julius Randle. Like you still can't get 20, 10, and 5 just anywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's with not a real point guard. You feel me? So like, I don't know. Like, I don't think they're like championship level yet, but I definitely do think the addition of Jalen Brunson. I do think getting some of the veterans to go elsewhere to open up more playing time for a lot of the young guys that guys are really excited for. I know Quentin Grimes is out here doing summer league. Jericho Sims is doing really good. They signed Hartenstein from the Clippers, who I like a lot. I think they're a lot closer than people think, man. And it's kind of giving me the same vibes as that good year that they had when they ran up against the Hawks because nobody was really expecting them to do anything that year either. You know what I'm saying? And granted, it was COVID and it was quiet and it was a lot with there.
Supposed to do y'all like that.
Hey, man. Hey, you know what though? I'm not even mad at it, man. Like there's a big part of me that respects it.
The hate is love.
The hate is definitely love, bro. Like the fact that a dude like that who, say what you want about him, is a superstar in his league.
Facts.
He gets up to come play at the Garden. You want him to get up. You don't want him to come
That's
and
respect.
snoop ball. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, and I'll say like the New York audience and the Knicks definitely helped elevate his own status. You know what I'm saying? So I watch a lot of wrestling. I see you need a good guy for a good bad guy.
You'll
Like,
turn right
it
there
all
in
makes
your
sense.
face. 100%.
Trae Young valid?
Not Dykeman though. Not Dykeman though. Golly, man. But I can't even hate on Trae Young, bro. He makes the league fun. He makes
100%.
he makes those games coming to New York fun, man. And it's a different energy when he's in the building.
Right,
so
right.
you can't hate on it.
Can I ask you what your read on the draft was? Because I had some friends in the Knicks fans that were not enjoying it.
I mean, I was a little skeptical, man. I was skeptical at first because I did think it was a more solid draft than in the years past. There wasn't no like superstars in there, but I'm like, okay, like it's deep. You can get some people. But once I started seeing like the pieces that they were moving around to make sure that they can get that point guard, it's like, all right, if you could trade him and get Jaden Ivey, we've all seen him in summer league, seen the explosiveness there. If you could trade him and get him, go get him.
Yeah.
But if you can't get him, you know, I don't know if any other point guards are on that team are ready to help this roster right away. So you kind of gamble on Jalen. Not saying really gamble, but you know, there was like the
Swing the bat on that.
there was like the scared like Knicks sort of like PTSD of like, all right, we're gonna put all our bags in Jalen Brunson. He's gonna be like, all right, I'm staying in Dallas. Right. So the fact that, you know, they shifted left and went after him and got him. You might have, you know, paid a little bit more than you had to, but that's what you got to do. He came off a career year.
Going crazy in the playoffs.
He's under 25 years old. Like, yeah, like eventually you'd want that to look like a bargain in 3 or 4 years. You feel me? So I think I was a little skeptical, but the fact that they ended up landing the point guard that they absolutely needed makes me sleep a little better at night.
Yeah. We just got a little bit of news. John Morant in an interview just said if he was playing MJ to 10 one-on-one, he would cook him. And I just kind of want to ask the group, what is the consensus there? Is that okay to say? I mean, I love Ja, and so Ja saying this makes me love Ja.
You know what I'm saying?
What MJ? Miguel Jenkins? What MJ are we talking about?
He lied, but I love the energy though. Of course, Josh said that. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, Ja's living my life that I wish I could live if I was in the league, bro.
Yeah.
Like this entire summer, like he's over here getting twisted on IG Live, taking amigos to the face, like rocking the chains, saying he's addicted to money.
Right.
And now he say he'll cook Michael Jordan 1-on-1. So it's like, yo, Memphis, nurture that boy, yo. Like you guys got a very special man.
Yeah.
Like it don't matter. Like of course he knows a million people like us are gonna see this and say, oh, this man's crazy, whatever. That's not the point, yo.
No.
Embrace this man, embrace this kid. He's a special talent. And man, the amount of no fucks given that he has is just so admirable.
2 watches on it.
It's so admirable.
2 diamond covered watches.
Shiny.
Right. Pacific and Eastern. But you know MJ's on the iPad at the crib with a cigar, like I'd have no problem with Ja.
He'll be the next doc.
I don't think it's that crazy though, man. Like one-on-one? One-on-one?
Bro, I just watched like 6 minutes of MJ
I watched the same video.
Bro, scary.
Yo, I understand.
I love Ja, but no, sir.
It's not that. I don't think it's that crazy.
Bro, you said you watched the same videos.
We watched the same video. I'm still saying MJ wins, but he's not getting skunked.
How many
but
points?
MJ got that D too.
Of course he got that D.
I give Ja
6'6".
All right, so which MJ are we talking? Are we talking 220 pound MJ?
MJ don't exist.
All right.
My kids will not know that man exists. I will lie. Wikipedia is lying, so is ESPN. Fuck all that, bro. That man never played at 40.
If we can go mid-80s Mike up until like 91 where he was still sort of like wafy and skinny and like kind of like flew around the air like that. I like Josh's chances a little bit.
Didn't he get a defensive player of the year and the MVP one year in that time period?
He did. That's
true. What you mean? He is cooking him. And LeBron's my favorite player of all time. You know, we go to beef with MJ fans, but come on, that dude was
Josh's
different.
chances, but I don't think he wins. He'll win. He'll show up.
T. Moran, talk to your son.
I think 11-4. 11-4.
Oh no,
Yeah.
I know you're doing all that.
I think he gets 6. I think he gets 6. He's explosive, man. He's just as explosive as Mike. He's just as explosive as Mike.
Do you?
He's just as explosive as Mike. You don't got the Jimmy Mike guy.
I don't know.
Hey, imagine dudes back in the day. Yeah, Mike gave me 60, but I had like 18.
Hey,
I gave him a cool 18.
if I ever give Mike 18 in any game, you will hear about it.
Hey, Bucket, you'll hear about that the rest of our life.
League, bro. Fuck it. I got 18. They lost. I didn't.
You remember that bucket I gave you, Mike?
Right.
I'm printing out that score sheet and putting it on my wall. Like, remember that time, motherfucker?
Well, Kaz, we appreciate you pulling up, brother. Best of luck with everything.
Appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much, man.
Y'all here, Buckets. All right, we're here with one of my favorite people in the NBA game. Bleacher Report, NBA Insider. I don't know what your official title is, but we'll call you Insider because you be having all the news. We got breaking stuff. We got Jake Fischer in the building. What's going on, legend?
Thank you for having me. Honored to be here.
Appreciate to have you.
And this is right here. Holstein's my favorite spots. Chandelier Bar. It's good to be here. Thank you for having me.
So we gave you a reason to come through. We already got it lined up. So you've been doing the summer thing for a while, man. Summer League.
Long time.
Talk to me a little bit about, you coming out here as a teenager, really getting your flares out and what it's like going from then to now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's wild. I mean, I was here, I think I was either 19 or 20, but whatever it was, I was following around older media guys. I think we came to Cosmo the first night, and they're playing at the table. I can't play. They're slipping me drinks, like when they come around, hand it out. They're ordering like 2 drinks every time, and the waitress isn't thinking anything of it. They're handing it back to me. And
incredible.
To be here now and be able to like have a bit of an expense account and like take other people out to dinner, it is pretty wild. It is pretty wild.
Have you had moments where you've reached out to confirm something and broke the news to someone about someone getting traded, fired, anything like that? Have you had that situation where you're like, "Hey, I'm calling to confirm this," and then they're like, "You calling to confirm what?"
Yeah,
you're not going to be
example
here,
necessarily, but
yeah. Well, so it's interesting. Every team's different.
yeah.
The way they I mean, some teams are ironclad and like the only people who are in the room where it happens know what's happening, right?
Interesting.
So a lot of times, and the way my approach has always been, I try to work my way up the food chain, not to like label people in their power ranking, but like that's just what it is, right?
For sure.
And like you collect little pieces and then before you bring it to the king, you're like, I know what this story is. I've got these details. I'm writing this. Help me be as accurate as I can. So a lot of the time, lower level dudes or like an assistant coach on the team won't know that someone's hurt or traded or whatever, and like I do tell them,
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I got one other question. I'm not going to ask you to name the team because obviously you got to stay politically
I'm going to ask,
safe.
no, I'm just kidding.
Which
ask me anything.
I'm going to ask you. All right, if you want to say which team leaks the most,
Ooh.
is it the Lakers?
Don't fuck your bread up.
Don't fuck the
answer
Lakers.
this question, though.
If you want to just
That
say
was the
West Coast,
question.
East Coast, that's easy.
Well, I'll say this: like I don't get leaked shit.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm out here
Grinding.
Grinding
Fighting
in the
for my
mud.
scraps.
Yeah.
And that's not to say like look at me, puff my chest out. That's what I'm doing. But like the game is kind of rigged. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to say too much.
Okay.
In that aspect.
Very good answer.
I think we can
We can kind of think out
so-
two
we can
people.
infer what's cracking.
Yeah, we can
Exactly.
infer.
But
Right.
like the teams that are leaky or like the teams I hear the most about, one thing that's come up a lot of late is like, for whatever reason, Boston, I always hear what they're like calling around about.
Interesting.
And Atlanta has been a team that's just obviously been like
Busy.
So
right.
the busy teams you hear, because they're, I mean, look,
hard
every
to-
deal is a two-way street, right? If it's a
Yeah.
player signing with the team, if it's a trade happening, like if the Lakers call the Celtics and the Celtics know what the Lakers are looking for, and the Celtics tell me what the Lakers are looking for, I know what the Lakers are looking for.
Yeah.
And then if like the Lakers call Atlanta and they ask for the same thing, or like the DeJounte Murray trade, for example.
Saw that coming?
Yeah, I wrote that I think the Wednesday night before the draft. Like
Wow.
I heard from one team, Drew Holiday like package. Another team, Drew Holiday like package. Another team, they want 3 first-round picks. So at that point, like 3 different teams called San Antonio and heard the same shit. Like that's obviously their asking price. So
That's
how it
fascinating.
works.
Can I ask you one more thing here?
Yeah.
So, like, when there are rumors going around, are your friends just blowing your phone up like, bro, what's going to happen with this? Is it just getting lit up?
I
I'm
was
sure.
saying before we went to air. I mean, you guys are you a Lakers fan too?
Yeah. My
Like-
Bron fan.
He's a
all
LeBron
my
fan.
Lakers friends, same thing to you. Where's Kyrie coming? When's he coming?
I was going to ask you, are the Lakers busy? You were talking about busy. How busy are the Lakers?
Look, the Lakers.
The deal dropping. We ready.
Please, we need to know this.
Sage is ready.
they got limited opportunity to make this roster better, right? And like Russ is the big chip. Obviously, I don't think the main principal actors would love for Russ to be back. I don't think that's controversial to say.
Yeah.
Kyrie would be a pretty fascinating swap, right?
Mhm.
But everything I've heard, like a direct 2-team trade between the Lakers and Nets, it just sounds like it's just not
Doesn't
possible.
make sense.
Interesting.
I mean, I don't know where talks stand right now. I haven't talked to anybody about that in like 2 days, I'll be honest.
Yeah.
But like last I heard, I mean, it's not apples to apples, but if you swap out Russ's deal for Kyrie's, because of how Brooklyn is so deep in the tax, it's a $50 million tax hit just because Russ gets paid $11 million more than Kyrie.
It's 47, I think, next year. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's Joe Tsai saying, I'm going to willingly pay 50 more M's just to take on your expiring contract. Even if you get 2 unprotected Lakers picks, It's a lot of cash.
I mean, he got it though. He's Joe Tsai, right?
Joe got it.
Joe got it. Come on, Joe.
Joe Tsai.
I'm a realist.
Don't be afraid of 50 M's. You a billionaire, ain't you?
Ain't having it. But all right,
You got big boy. You got that big baller money, right? If you can't afford a big baller brand, you're not a big baller.
This is my first time in Vegas, and this seems like the center of the basketball universe more than any other NBA event. Like the finals, All-Star, like it was cool, but like this is the one thing I was like, oh shit, I have to be here every year.
Yeah.
Is that a fact of how I feel?
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
For sure. I mean,
everybody's here.
Players are flying in just to sit courtside for an hour, right?
Right.
Like, everyone's here. You got every aspect of the industry is touching base. There's deals being done here. That's not just like trade stuff. Like people are signing endorsement shit and like I'm going to become an influencer for this brand and post this 10 times a year and we're going to get $50K for these posts. Like all that stuff is definitely on the works here. And like it's Vegas. Like that's a big reason why it's here, right? Summer League used to be like back in the early I think LeBron's Summer League debut was up at a D3 school outside of Boston. Like I think it was like UMass Dartmouth or something like that. Like,
there were 8 people there.
Yeah,
something like that. Like everyone wants to come to Vegas and have a good time.
True. Yeah,
so that's another added element to coming to it. Yeah.
So you look at the NBA insider community. You got the Woj, the Shams, the Chris Haynes, yourself. Is there beef between y'all when y'all see each other? Is it like Death Row and Bad Boy
walking by like
is it
this,
just
squaring up? You know what I mean? It's on site with Woj.
Oh, you got
feel me?
sources too, homie. What's good?
See Woj in the
What you
parking
got on
lot,
my
rev the
story?
engine
Right,
at him
right.
a little bit, you know.
Beef is right
Cool,
there.
y'all get along, or is it?
All I'll say is that I don't have beef with anybody.
But they got beef
But
with
there's
you.
beef out there. All right, good,
All I'll
good,
say is
good.
I don't have beef with anybody.
Okay.
Good.
And Mark Stein's been a great mentor and a friend.
Legend.
Very grateful to him. But yeah, I don't have beef with anybody. I will say that.
So I'm going to give you a little scene, and you
Okay.
just give me your reaction to if that happened, okay?
All right. Yeah.
Kyrie retires to pursue a career in the psychedelics industry.
I mean, I would root him on in that.
Fuck yeah. All right,
You
great
should.
answer.
Would you support
you
it?
should.
Would you support
I
that
would.
business? Because I would.
Support it.
I support
It's
black
coming from the
businesses.
B of A account
I
directly
support,
to Kyrie
I
Industries.
support psychedelic business.
I'm a supporter of exploring the ultimate extent of one's consciousness.
Fuck yeah.
So,
Great
very
answer.
smart
Very
answer.
smart
Kyrie. Very
answer.
smart
Good for
answer.
Kyrie.
We need to be hanging out more than that. That sounds like.
We have Haley O'Shaughnessy here of the Spinsters Podcast. Someone who's
Keep that.
Again.
Keep that.
No.
Keep that.
Keep it in. We're in Vegas day 2. You know what it is.
I hate doing anything with him. Hey, I want to just say this man was eating eggs yesterday in 107-degree weather outside wearing pants.
I'm an old man. I got to keep it shredded. Dog. You know what I'm
Disgusting.
saying? I fall off, I might not get back.
People
you know
said
what
you
I mean?
What
deserve.
kind of like scrambled?
Yes, which doesn't matter. It's eggs.
No, that's fine.
See?
If it was over
Thank you.
easy, that'd be sick.
Okay,
You'd be a
right.
sick
Yeah,
fuck.
Haley know what's up.
I had to deflect.
You can't even hold
I
your
had to
mic, bro. Work on
deflect.
that.
All right. I had a little too much caffeine this morning. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having
How
me.
are you doing? How's Vegas treating you so far?
Like I said, I'm in a very fragile state. I'm extremely hungover. Is this projecting out there? Can they hear us?
No.
Okay,
Okay.
good.
You're
'Cause
good.
that was
We
the
don't
other
have that
thing.
level of bag. We don't have that
A
bag.
relatively safe space.
This is a safe space.
It's only going to go on the internet.
Yeah.
Only the
Not
internet.
doing well, but the words are coming out. So
There we go. All right, it's John's first time in
Yes.
Vegas. Do you have any advice for him? Things to do, things not to do. We got really good advice from Amin, but if you got any extras for him, please.
I think at this stage of life, obviously, if you come to Vegas,
At this stage of life.
I know.
You're an old man, so you might not want to
No.
sit here, old nigga.
Really nice early bird special for you.
Right.
I'm talking about myself. My first time in Vegas,
Topgolf.
of course, I went to the clubs
Every
and
club,
everything, but
yeah.
I just don't think that's the way to spend your time or your money.
Right.
The things that are great here is the food and the shopping.
What
And
about
that's
drugs?
What I would do.
No comment.
Pharmaceutical legal drugs.
I'll say it. They're
Legal
lovely.
ones.
If
Never
it's
too old
from
for
here, I'll
drugs.
do it, and that's all I'm saying.
So this improvisation exercise, I'm going to give you scenarios that have not happened.
Okay.
Scenario 1: Kyrie gets traded to the Lakers. Your thoughts?
I think that would be a lovely full circle moment.
Okay.
Actually, like in a very sincere type of thing, I think the LeBron relationship is one of the things that sometimes I feel bad for athletes and celebrities when shit has to be worked out in public.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the media, put all of these things on it, and maybe they wish that they could have done that privately. Like the father thing was so weird.
Yeah.
I always go back to that.
that.
Yeah, I mean they're grown ups.
That's a father figure.
But yeah.
Hey, LeBron gives me a bag. I'll call him daddy. I don't give. You got a bag and a ring for me, Bron.
Spoil me, Zaddy.
God,
Father, Bron.
Let the record show I would as well. But all right, I'm gonna give you the second prompt. Okay. Second prompt, Kyrie stays with the Nets.
Yeah.
What's your immediate
No,
thought?
I think that's amazing. That's actually what I really want to happen.
Okay.
That's what I really
Haley,
want to happen. Can I give
that's
you
not
guys
what we
a
want to
prompt?
happen.
Are we out of
No,
time?
I've got one more,
Okay.
and then I think we have to wrap. But
Damn, you don't want to hear my prompt?
I do actually.
Give us your prompt.
Wait. I got to give her the last one though. The last one, Kyrie retires. Okay. Kyrie retires and decides to dedicate his whole life to developing psychedelics that he can sell.
I would like to see it.
I love that answer.
What's the price point?
Answer we've got.
Like, you haven't mentioned what the price point is.
answer.
Is it for reasonable humans? Is it for rich boys? Like, can we all get in on it?
Mushrooms, Kyrie mushroom
Kyrie for the
gummies.
people.
She thought about it too. I would like to see it.
All right, what's your prompt? We'll go out
this
on
is
that.
something I was saying to a lot of people yesterday. I don't think tampering fines, we all know tampering fines are nothing to billionaires, right? So these owners, like, you know, even the organizations, whatever, it doesn't matter. No percentage that you're going to have is that they're ever going to like agree to, and they are the ones enforcing this board of directors,
Right.
will ever really hurt them. So my prompt to you three is that we replace tampering fines and we institute like a mob, like a local mob. It can be local to the city, and like they kind of, we up the ante. You're tampering, all right, you're
The
gonna
mob
get
showing
shaken up. Yeah, go home, see if your family's there.
No.
I would like to.
This is so much cooler than any of the scenarios
social
I've been.
question.
Oh my! So like, so like the Lakers
like to
mob.
see it.
The Lakers mob finds out someone's tampering with Lakers players. They go to the city. Like Genie Bus deploys the Lakers mob to Portland.
No. The mob goes to her.
In that city.
Like she is.
Oh, okay. There's
the
this
one
universal mob.
being, like
so Adam
hypothetically
Silver is
harmed.
employing the mob nationwide
Yeah.
to enforce NBA
The
rules.
joy on your face in this idea. All right, I like this.
She's
I like
like
it.
Elmo with the shit burning in the background right now.
Do you think Adam Silver knows
Good
how to
idea.
roll blunts? Do you? I mean, I was looking at him yesterday. Like he's
way.
probably rolled a blunt in his life.
You
Oh,
think?
yeah, oh, yeah. Oh.
I think
Like,
he
what was his
smoked.
college nickname?
Oh.
Did he ever have a Jerry curl? There's
might
the
have been
things
the
I
Cole
wonder.
with the-
Did he ever have like the mohawk, nipple
I don't think
ring?
Adam
Rolling in the
Silver
back
does
seat wouldn't drop an ounce.
I
you
do
know, I'm a
he
weed.
smoked on some insights a friend's giving me, but I don't think.
Wait, elaborate.
Nope. Haley, thank you so much for coming. I don't want to get.
Hey, we're not getting credentials next year either. Y'all didn't give us
We ain't
credentials, so
so
these are what
fucking-
we're doing.
All right, we got a phenomenal guest. We got Demarcus Cousins here. Unbelievable.
Go.
I
Boogie
know-
himself, the legend
This is-
himself.
this is fucking
Let's
awesome,
go.
I know
Yes,
you live in
sir.
Vegas. He's obviously new here. He's never been to Vegas before. So it's we've been trying to give him little bits of advice here and there.
He gave me some advice off camera. We ain't going.
Yeah, no. But we're just like drink lots of water and enjoy yourself, and that's all you got. Yeah, that's all you need. So it's been good, man. How you doing? How's your summer been?
I'm great, man. Enjoying the summer, working
Right on.
hard, preparing my body for this season that's coming up. Wherever I end up, I'm still a free agent at the moment, but just enjoying my time with my family.
Right on.
Just regular day stuff, man.
Yeah.
They were talking about you going to the Lakers, and there was a chance, you know what I'm saying, you going there, but you was like, I ain't going unless I'm starting. That's what we heard online.
It was a
That's
quote.
what they
that
were
was
saying.
That was the
That's what
quote
they
that was
were
out
saying.
Yeah, that's not true. I never anything like that.
What do you
before.
think when you see shit like that? Like, bro, who was saying that? Like, people were reporting this.
I mean, it's weird, honestly, because
Yeah.
it's like I don't know how you can just create a whole quote and people actually believe it. Right? And it's crazy because I actually got some backlash from that.
Right.
I mean, obviously, I didn't respond. I'm not going to each person and be like, no,
Yeah.
that's not true.
Right.
Be exhausting if you did.
Yeah, but it's pretty weird. I know the position I'm in my career right now.
For sure.
Like I said, I'm in search of a job now. I want any opportunity that's presented to me. So
Absolutely.
yeah, that's not my mindset.
Right.
So you say you're a free agent now. Is there anywhere you wouldn't absolutely go? Are you down for whoever want to rock with you rocking with them? I mean, I love to play basketball. I love to
Sure.
compete. I want to help any team
that gives me opportunity. I want to help better the situation there, help push the team to a new level. So I'm open to going anywhere. I just want to play basketball at the end of the day.
So for sure, you were in Denver last year. What was that experience like? What was it like playing with a guy like Joker, obviously league MVP? Just how much of a fun experience was that for you last year?
It was incredible. I enjoyed my time there. I was able to reconnect with one of my favorite coaches, Mike Malone. Jokic is, he's an incredible talent. Just to see it firsthand every day, the work that he puts in. All the behind the scene things. Like, obviously we know what he goes and does on the court on a nightly basis, but to actually see the work that he puts in to produce on a nightly basis the way he does, it was incredible to see. And, all the accolades that he's picking up, it's well deserved because he's actually putting in the work and, it's the production is showing. So
100%.
It's dope to see.
Bones Hyland, like a young buck. We just interviewed him. You know what I mean? Like
right before
he
he
want
was
all the
come back
smoke
to
too.
say
He
what's up.
different.
Yeah.
He different.
So awesome.
But what do you think about him as a young guy? He a real.
That's my little guy, man. That's my guy right there. And, we became teammates, and I saw a lot of myself in him.
Yeah.
Just kind of
That makes sense.
Kind of being naive. We got similar backgrounds, and it's just a young guy trying to figure it out. But you got so much talent.
Right.
So, I talk to Bones, pretty frequently, and I'm always just trying to put a tip here or some advice here, and he's a sponge. He's a good kid. He has a good heart. He's a little rough around the edges because, like I said, he's new. Everything is coming at him so fast.
Yeah. He's fearless though. That's what we love.
And bro.
Yeah.
He said he want all smoke from everybody.
He's
standing on that.
Yeah, he's standing. Like it's not. Guys like, I want all the smoke.
Yeah.
Big moment comes and it's like
shut it down.
Right, they hide in the corner. You know what I'm saying? They deep corner all of a sudden. You know what I mean?
He's on front line.
Right.
Yeah, so,
Love that.
You got a guy like that, and to be a young guy on a big stage doing it, like, man, that's incredible. So, Bones, his future is bright. I'm excited to see, the pro he continues to turn into. Man, he's a special talent, man.
For sure.
Talent.
So I got a tough one for you. If you don't want to answer, you don't got to answer, but I got to ask.
Okay.
You was in Milwaukee last year, you was in Denver last year. You had to start a franchise with either Giannis or Joker.
Oh, Lord, what a question. Holy shit.
Come on.
Remember that
There's
quote?
no wrong answer.
Remember that Lakers quote? This is going to go a million times
There's
further.
right answer, but there's no wrong answer.
Y'all both got crazy fan bases. I plead the
those
fifth.
mentioned.
I plead the fifth.
No, he said he don't want it.
Both dudes are incredible.
Facts.
But they're incredible in their own. And it's almost like it's like comparing apples and oranges. You know what I mean? Because Giannis is this freak athlete. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just a raw freak athlete. And then you got Jokic who look. If you see him walking down the street, it's like, this dude doesn't play basketball.
Right. The measurements don't quite add up. You know what I mean? He's just tall. Right.
He's going to go put 30, 15, and 15 on your head.
He going to put 80 on me.
Yeah, so,
shit.
I mean, it's honestly, it comes down to what you're looking for when you're starting your team. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
Are you looking for this dominant force that's going to go get it every night, or are you looking for a guy that's dominant, but he's going to make everybody else around him better?
I think Giannis is getting better at that, but I do feel
And Giannis does do that.
Right.
But
It's
just
different.
different.
Right.
I feel like Giannis is this, just this aggressive.
Head down. Right.
Jokic, he's going to pick his spots. He's going to pick apart the defense. He's going to make every correct play. So it's just it's two different styles of play. So it's really what you're looking for.
So let's say they're both guarding you. Which one are you giving?
God damn, I love this.
I'm not even saying food, but it's like, all right,
Who's food? Both of them.
Let's go. Real one.
we expect.
Real one.
Can I ask you, so early in your career, like when you first get into the league, who is the guy that, like, your moment in the league where you hear this guy talking shit to you and you're like, God damn, I'm like really here. Like, was there a moment with a vet that you were going against?
Absolutely.
Who was it?
When I came into the league, it was like at the end of that like old school era.
So there were some bullies out there on some other shit. You feel me?
Big man
Right.
was a bully.
Right.
Like,
Right. That's facts.
Like, every big.
They weren't
even
shooting no
the guys that
threes.
wanted-
Yeah.
Reggie Evans, the twins, the Collins, like the Collins twins, when you played them, they beat the shit out of you.
You felt it the next day. Yeah.
Ice
beat the foot. You know what I'm saying? Right.
So it's like, it was just a whole different era. And man, it was games I played against KG.
Yeah, did KG ever?
Bro,
what did he say? I mean, because I know you wouldn't shy away from saying him back.
This is not a family show, so you can say whatever you want to say. This is YouTube.
KG trash talk phasing you? Are you listening to it?
No, because I'm in my own right. I'm a dog myself.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm firing back regardless. But like as a young guy, just hearing it, it's just like, damn.
Right. We going there? I guess I'm going there too.
19, 20, and you got like these are real grown men.
Right.
Like
I didn't think about that.
it's like, damn.
He 27 talking wild to me.
KG's in his 30s.
Oh,
This is a real grown man.
right.
Like
Has been paying taxes for years.
It's just like
Right.
the way you receive it is just way different. So, man, it was on a nightly basis. That was a different era of basketball.
There's a long lineage of very good players from Kentucky. When you go against some of those guys, would you be like, I'm going to show you that I am the guy from Kentucky?
It would literally be like that. Like, we would go back in the summers, like, and, the T. Jones. And these were the guys that kind of came after me. T. Jones, the A. It would be like that in the pickup game.
Right.
And the reason I rocked with these guys so hard and I respect it, they fired right back.
Right.
They fired right back. But the guy that stuck out to me the most in that type situation was little Tyler Ulis. Y'all know Tyler Ulis?
Hey, just a dog. Little, yeah. Pit bull.
Chi-town.
Right.
Dog, but like wasn't backing down from anything. The smallest guy on the floor, but like he's the biggest guy at the same time.
Right.
Yeah.
Take over a game. Tyler might be 5'8". Something like he's 5'8", 5'9".
Right.
Yeah.
You knew he was on the floor, and I respect him, and that's one of my good partners.
You seeing all this stuff going on now. Where would you like to see KD play? Obviously, he asked for the trade from the Nets. Nowhere.
I don't think that's a decision for me.
I'm just saying
even as a basketball fan, like I know KD. Like at the end of the day, I want him to play wherever he's going to be happy. Like, I know how much he loves the game. I know I've never seen a guy work the way he does when it comes to basketball.
Right.
It's non-stop. Like I don't think he ever goes a day without thinking about basketball. Like
It makes sense.
like he's really that in love with
We're not
the game
surprised.
of basketball.
Right.
So I feel whatever makes him happy because he deserves it.
Right.
With the amount of work and obviously his resume, the amount of time and he's earned his stripes and he deserves to go wherever it makes him happy. He deserves that. So
How do you feel about John Wall going to the Clippers? He was saying like, he's ready to get back into it, you know what I mean? So he's been out a couple years. Weird situation.
Right.
Where he couldn't play, he wanted to.
Right. Well, that's
some bullshit. That's what it is.
Nothing to do with
You ain't gotta say that.
Yeah, nothing to do with that.
say it for you.
Yeah, nothing to do with that. But it's like, John Wall, that's like a brother to me.
Right.
He was the best man in my wedding.
Oh, wow.
So, with that being said, like we actually were at dinner last night and we were having this conversation. Like I think this is a perfect opportunity in the point of his career that he's in. Like, you have your ups and downs in your career. You start getting these labels, you start getting these reputations and whatever. But one thing about it can always clear when you add winning.
Right.
So I think he's at a point where he's finally healthy.
Right.
He's in a healthy place.
Right.
He has the team is incredible.
And he got a great coach, Ty Lue.
Great coach,
Right.
Lue. He's in a first-class organization.
Right.
Like, Ballmer is an incredible owner, and I just think he's in the perfect situation to take his career to the next level. Like
The next phase of John Wall.
Get it back on track to where his name is in a positive light. And we actually spoke on this at dinner last night, and he said that's exactly what my mindset is.
That's fine.
Like,
That's good to know.
he's been through a lot just in his personal life, obviously in his career, the basketball not going his way. And he finally has the opportunity, to shine again, and he deserves it. You know what I'm saying? So I think he's in a great situation. I mean, the team got a whop. Like, they're stacked.
Yeah.
So all he got to do, and one thing about John, he's a true PG.
Right.
People kind of forget, like, he's a true point guard.
Facts. Yeah.
So a true point guard that has everything else in his game. So I think that he takes that team to another level.
Mm-hmm.
Like playing with Kawhi and Pete, they got a wop, bro.
I was gonna
It's
say,
scary. It's
right,
scary
it is.
in the
Yeah,
West.
right,
It's
right.
scary in the West.
Right.
So definitely a contending team. They got a chance.
For
They
sure.
got
his
a
high school
strong
tape
chance.
is still
One of my
for me,
favorites.
the greatest
Him and-
mixtape I've ever seen.
Greatest all time.
Greatest ever for me.
Yeah.
So, but I gotta ask you. We're here at Summer League. Obviously, a lot of people talking about Chet, and I've watched you destroy a lot of people, a lot of bigs in the post. I've seen you do that stuff. So I gotta ask you, for Chet, is it gonna be kind of like keep him on the outside initially as he adds to the frame? Like you've seen guys develop before. What are some of the risks? Obviously, just physically, but throwing a guy like that into the deep water in the post in the NBA, or is it like, nah, he's a dog, he'll be fine?
This isn't that NBA.
For
Like,
sure.
true,
Yeah,
true.
right.
Yeah, like I get it. Like that's an easy narrative to push. Like once you're a good player, you come into this league, they're going to talk about your positives and they're going to bring up your negatives.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what is he, $190, $180?
Maybe. Yeah.
They said the same thing about Kevin Durant.
We ain't
For
gonna
sure.
Kevin
Yeah,
Durant
for sure.
can do 3 reps
On the bench.
135.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant different though. Kevin Durant's a
Yeah.
god,
What
bro.
you talking about?
Right?
Ain't the weightlifting team. That's
It's
what
not
I always
a-
say.
It's
For
not
sure.
the wrestling
Right.
team. Like we're playing basketball.
The ball don't weigh 135, like
Dude
Katie
can
said.
play
You know what I mean?
basketball.
That's all that matters.
Dominated at every level he's played at because he can play basketball. It has nothing to do with his weight. It has nothing to do with his frame. Obviously, he has to get stronger just for longevity.
Yeah.
But talking about him being bullied, they don't even post up anymore.
Yeah. I love that.
Probably right there. But
Hey.
the league doesn't even post up anymore. You get more post ups from.
Tap in. Get him on the show. Fuck
Be
it.
amazed. Something
No, I appreciate hearing that though. 'cause
Yeah, but
it's been
you get
interesting
more
hearing.
guards post. You got Bron post. You got Jimmy Butler post.
Right.
Like, he don't post up anymore.
Yeah.
Like,
True.
outside of Jokic, Embiid, and maybe Karl Anthony Towns, it's not really guys posting up. So I don't think that's a concern for him.
Okay,
Like, I think
interesting.
he's going to flourish in his game. He's an incredible talent. He's a guy you could consider a unicorn. He's 7 foot plus, has every skill of a guard, can shoot the ball.
Unbelievably
he can guard the
coordinated, yeah.
rim. Like, I think he's going to have a really good career.
Awesome.
Let's talk about you, man. Obviously, you had some injury setbacks, but now you coming back. You looking good, looking healthy.
Svelte.
Looking you can have my Kool-Aid, my chain, whatever.
Right.
Tuck mine in. What do you think the future holds for Boogie Cousins?
Man, if I was psychic, I have a line out the door right now. I don't know. I'd be telling everybody. I don't know. I take this thing a day. I take life a day at a time, man. Like, don't try to get too high or too low. Adversity is forever. That's a forever thing.
Yeah. Right,
No
that's a
matter if
fact.
you're 10 years old or 70, you're going to face some type of adversity. But with that being said, all you can do is, take those issues head on. Well, at least that's my approach to it. And the reason I say that is when you are in your worst moments, if you sit around and soak about it, how do you ever get out of it?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Life advice.
And accept the fact that it's an issue, take the issue head on, and you either going to fix it or you're going to allow it to, take over your life. So, I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but I know I'm going to control what I can control. I get up every day. I grind. I love this game of basketball. So for me to go in the gym and work out, it's therapeutic for me. Like,
Right.
I enjoy basketball.
Right.
So, I control what I control, and when my name is called, I'll be ready.
Would you like the full circle kind of narrative of going back to Sacramento at any point?
Bro, I just want to play basketball. I'm not caught up in any narratives.
All right,
I'm not
yeah,
caught up in
that's the bullshit I do.
storylines.
Yeah.
I don't
No,
care
you're
about
fine.
that. I want to play basketball. Like, I enjoy this game. I want to
Yeah.
end my career, like, on a good note.
100%.
And hopefully I can ride off into the sunset with and accomplish, the goals I have in mind.
I got a question with that top 75. Some people were saying he did.
Let's go.
So keep it a step, bro. No, for real, because like when I look at Kyrie, there is no, like, what are you as a defender? What do you focus on to stop him? You can't. There's nothing. The motherfucker is just a bucket, bro. And like to say he's not one of the top 75 players in the league is wild to me. But
I mean, it's a lot of guys you can say was missed out on. But at the end of the day, the top 75
is the top man.
has an incredible list. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And maybe a guy doesn't deserve to be in the 75. Okay, he's top 80.
Is Kyrie is Kyrie
That's
top
still incredible.
is Kyrie top 75 to you though?
I mean, I'm not. I can't sit here and go through 75 players.
He could get in over George Mikan.
Come on, bro.
Hey,
Bob Cousy ain't got shit on fucking Kyrie. We keep it a stack when we talk about that.
George Mikan shot like 40% from the field.
Right.
I'm just going to leave it at
I'm
that.
not one of the guys that's in charge of the list. I mean,
sure.
my list would probably be totally different.
Oh, for sure.
I'm sure somebody would be like, "That's bullshit. I don't agree with that."
That's the word we're in.
When it comes to top 5 all time, like it's always going to be a mixture of opinions.
Yeah.
It may be a guy that values defense more than offense, and vice versa. Like at the end of the day, dude is a legend.
Dog.
Yeah.
Flat out.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
And that's all that matters.
That's fact. Yeah.
The fact that we're sitting here having this conversation about it lets you know where he stands in this game.
for sure.
That's all that matters.
For sure.
Well, Boogie, we appreciate you pulling up, bro. Best of luck.
Hey,
man.
man.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much.
man.
Always a ball, man. Appreciate you. Thank you, my
Thank
G. All right, that's the show. Like, how did y'all feel about the interviews? What was your favorite moment? I mean, we had some.
Bro, getting
fun ones
to
today.
actually sit with Bones, like we did a Zoom call interview with him the first time, and he was so cool. We were like, dude, we have to meet him. He's as cool in person, and I know we all said this, but I'm a huge fan of that guy now.
Yeah, Bones and Boogie. I think Boogie, just phenomenal dude. Again, you see these people from a distance, don't know what they're really like, but then they tap in with you, and they're all cool dudes. So I'm fanboying out here.
Yeah.
I was asking for autographs, taking photos, whatnot.
I was legit excited when I saw Boogie pull up.
Yeah.
I was like, Boogie, over here.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Cousins.
Right here, Mr. Cousins, you come over. But like Bones, I'm a Bones Hyland fan
100%.
now, bro. I want
And
a
RJ
jersey.
Hampton too.
RJ
man.
was so cool. And hey, RJ, we need your dad on the pod.
Your dad
Real
is
one.
open seat
Bro,
whenever he wants.
Right, whenever you want to pull up, tap in. Thank you, Vegas. Thank you, Crossover.
Especially thank you to Crossover
for
for
sure,
housing
man.
Over
us.
at the
Great.
Cosmopolitan, come get some great deals, great
got
discounts.
some heat in this
They
motherfucker
got
too.
all types of gear.
Yes, sir.
Might walk out with something. They got a big little,
We all bought stuff.
Yeah,
I mean,
right,
come
right.
on. It's great.
All right, I'm the Jethro Jenkins.
Josiah Johnson.
I'm Zach Schwartz. I need a Pedialyte or at
I
least
need
some
a
water.
break. I
gotta
need
go
a nap.
home.
Something. I'm tired as a motherfucker.
If you like this episode, make sure you subscribe to Buckets.
Follow us on all social media platforms.
Also, we dropped our own merch right here. You can get it on bucketshop.com.